Back to Ipswich, this festival of speed reaches a climax now with the Hot Rod Championship of the World. This really is the top end of the oval racing market. Ultra-quick saloon cars, no contact racing. The race is over 75 laps, and the man who dominated it from start to finish was the Midlands driver, Pete Grimer.
And they're underway for 75 laps. The roar of those engines is deafening as they get away under that clutch start with 88 Peter Grimer the leader, 962 Ormond Christie from Northern Ireland goes into second place. Then we go back to 950 also from Northern Ireland is Norman Woolsey. Then it's 306 George Polly. Number 8 is Paul Grimer. Then we got 932 Davy Evans. And that's the leading 5 at the moment. As they go down that back straight, there's a great group of cars all bunched together and making his way past on the outside. It's Barry Lee, right in the thick of the traffic. How's it going, Barry?
Yeah, it's a bit hectic now. There were 2 cars balking me for the first 5 laps of the race, Nigel, and there was nowhere to go. I've suddenly got a clear run in front of me, but there's not a lot I can do at the moment. The car's handling perfectly well. The turbo is running very, very well indeed. I'm on maximum boost pressure, and it's very, very hot and hard, but I'm going to hand it back to you and talk to you later, because I'm a bit busy at the moment.
I think Barry's, obviously, as he says, he's got his hands full at the moment. He's in the thick of that traffic there. And he really wants to put all his concentration in these early stages into establishing a good position in the race. 351, former champion Barry Lee, won it in 73, and 74, 77, and 78, so he knows what he's doing. So, Peter Grimer looking comfortable. He's got himself into a good position, and so is this man, Norman Woolsey. The Irish have really dominated this race for the last 3 years, with Ormond Christie and Davy Evans. Now we've got Norman Woolsey, who goes well over on his home track at Ballymena, going very well here. Put up the second fastest time in the lap trials to determine the grid positions with 15.60 seconds behind 88 Peter Grimer with 15.46. So had the advantage of starting second on the grid and is currently lying third. Problems for car number 3, Leon Smith. A moment or two ago, the bonnet on that car has come loose. In fact, he's now lost the bonnet completely. The bonnet has now just blown up into the air and disappeared. I hope it hasn't gone into the crowd. He's now completely clear of the car. As you can see, engine getting a little bit of extra cooling. Well, there's Barry Lee. He, at the moment, is a little way down the field, but still looking comfortably. The traffic has thinned out. He's just coming up now behind another group of back markers. Is it very hot out there, Barry?
I'm very dry at the moment, Nigel. It's very, very hot in here now. The turbo is running about 800 degrees and it's blowing straight onto me. So I'm a little bit dehydrated and I can't talk a lot, but I've got like bloody Piccadilly Circus up here in front. They just won't take any notice of the flag signals or anything. I think there's about 30 times I've gone by that little green VW. No way should it be out here on those slow times. But anyway, I'm going to just have a go and plod on. There's a long way to go yet. Over to you, Nigel. I'm sorry.
So that's 950 Norman Woolsey in second place, still there. 88 Peter Grimer is still up front. 48 laps gone. Still 950 second, 306 in third. So we go back to 962 on Christie, 242 Pete Stevens, 8 Paul Grimer, 932 Davy Evans, 3 Leon Smith, 351 Barry Lee. So those places really haven't changed a great deal yet. Well, Barry Lee at the moment is back in about 7th place. The race, in fact, is getting towards the closing stage. We've got 25 more laps to go. In fact, the lead car is coming up towards Barry. He's right behind him now. Let's go and join Barry in that 351 car.
Yeah, I can see him there. I'm letting him go through on the inside now.
Barry's got his hands full at the moment there with number 88 Peter Grimer, the leader, in fact lapping him there. So we've got a scrap now for the second place. 88 is still clear in the lead. And this is the scrap now for the second place. George Polly's got the advantage of the inside in 3:06, and Norman Woolsey clips the fence. He's desperate to hang on. Now the key to this is the number 8 car. If number 8 moves over, he'll let George Polly through on the inside. If Eddie's moved over, can George Polly dive down the inside as they go to the turn? George Polly's got his nose up on the inside in second place. The leader is still clear. He's still on his own 88, but this is the scrap for second place, and George Polly is through. George Polly is through up into second place. Ahead of 950, Norman Woolsey. What a ding-dong there in the final stages. We're inside the final lap for the leader. It's number 88 now, coming round to take the flag. Here he is, there's one more bend to go, coming off it now. The checkered flag is at the ready, and it's number 88, Peter Grimer, who takes the 1984 Hot Rod World Championship from 3:06, George Polly, and right behind him comes 950 from Northern Ireland, Norman Woolsey. But that really turned out to be a good race. We thought it would be an open event this year, and that certainly proved to be the case, because the man who put up the fastest time in practice has won it from the very front of the grid. Number 88, Peter Grimer, the new...
And we congratulate all the drivers there in the fierce heat here at Vauxhall over 75 curling laps. So I'm sure you'd like to show your appreciation and applause as we call them up for the first 4 positions in this year's World Championship race. And of course we start with the winner. It is an Englishman. It is number 88, and it's Peter Grimer. No, just Vic. Vic, don't climb up. Otherwise we'll have them all up. Well, there it is, Peter Grimer bringing the trophy back to England, and we'll have a quick word with Peter. Congratulations, Pete.
Thank you. It's touched my eyes, actually. I don't know what to say. It's just got me.
Well, you went out there this morning, Pete, and you qualified on pole position. During the race of 75 laps, were you ever in any trouble?
No, not really. No, I thought I was going to get a bit of oil on the track, but no, it kept away, and I was lucky, yeah.
What about backmarker traffic, Peter? Because you seemed to cope with that rather well in that race.
Yeah, that was all very good. The track marshals did the work very well. The starter did, and it was all, yeah, it was my day, yeah.
Be quite honest with us, Peter. Before the day, before the race, did you think you were going to win it?
No, no.
Did you think you had a chance?
I thought the first 3, yes, but not to win it, no.
So you've got 12 months with the gold roof starting at the back of the field. How does that grab you?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, yes.
Okay, well, I'm sure you'll be a very, very good world champion indeed. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Peter Grimer. Well, the name of Peter Grimer goes into the record books, into hot rod history, joining some very, very famous names indeed. One of those famous names came home in second position. So let us say well done, shall we, to 3:06, George Polly. Here is George Polly then, making it a 1-2 for the English contingent, and the winner in the past, of course, but a second place this time. George, are you a happy man?
Not too bad, not too bad. I'd like to have won it, but you can't have everything in this life, John, can you?
No, you certainly can't, but a second place in the World Championship is not bad going, even for George Polly. Well done, George. George Polly in second position. Yes, it's Northern Ireland third. Northern Ireland third then, in the shape and form of the racing granddad, they call him Norman Woolsey. Norman Woolsey, 950 in third position. And then in fourth spot, also from Northern Ireland, last year's champion, 962, Ormond Christie.